You're a long time in Westport,
I am 30-something years in Westport.
and you have a great interest in gardening.
I was brought up with a garden. I've always had a garden, except for a few years in my 20s. And from once I've owned a house, I've gardened.
Mm. And you had a big garden out the country
I had a big garden
in Carabone.
out in Carabone, and I moved into the Crescent, much to my delight, 3 years ago, because physically I wasn't able to do my garden, and it was going to rack and ruin, and it was hurting me to look at it.
So you kind of downsized.
Sorry?
You kind of downsized.
I downsized, but I downsized. One of my main reasons, I downsized because I'm old and an old bat, but I downsized because I couldn't control the garden and it upset me. And I now have a nice small garden and I can deal with it. It's not perfect, but I like it.
And you have been to some of the garden shows, have you?
Oh, I have. I go to all the gardens.
Yeah. And have you been in Chelsea?
I have worked in Chelsea, mate.
Well, better again.
I have volunteered and worked in Chelsea.
And what did you do over there?
There were two Irish gardens. One of them was Dermot thingies, and the other one was a lady, I can't remember her name now, and she was looking for volunteers, and I volunteered, and I went up to see her in Dublin. I learned all the plants, I learned all their common names, I learned all their botanical names, and then she changed all the bloody plants when I got over there and I had to learn them again. So when people came to our garden, they asked me questions and I told them lies.
Good. Nothing like it.
So I lied for Ireland.
So now, since you came into the Crescent, you like it in town, yeah?
I like living in town, yes.
Yeah. And you have a bee in your brain now, or a bee in your bonnet, is there?
Well, I have bees in my bonnet now.
Yeah.
Anne Moore tells me that they're not cutting Anne Moore of Mayo County Council tells me that they're not cutting the grass in the Crescent because of biodiversity. And I asked her what did she mean by that, and she said bees. Now, to my way of thinking, this is a town park. And there are always children and youngsters playing on this, and indeed adults having picnics or whatever. And on the Bay Bank holiday weekend, there were two kids out here playing hurling and they gave up. There was 5 or 6 lads out playing rugby and they gave up. Holy Trinity brought their children down here the other day to play because, as the lady said to me, one of their teachers, they haven't an awful lot of space and they'd like them to run around. They had some kind of ball game in mind and they left because they couldn't do it. And I think, to go back to the biodiversity argument rather than the town park argument, people should inform themselves about biodiversity. It doesn't mean just letting grass grow wild. It means planting for bees. If you want to encourage bees, you need blossom, not bloody dock leaves. And you need to have flowers, you need to have flowering shrubs, you need to have flowering trees. You must have a range that goes through from summer to autumn. There are trees. Now, they did take up some shrubs here that were pretty useless and they'd never been maintained, but they have left some over there, and as you can see, there isn't one bloody flower. Now, I've brought you into my back garden. My grass is cut regularly, but it's not pristine lawn, and I have more daisies and buttercups on my lawn per square foot than they have here. And I think actually not to cut this grass for the residents here is a bloody insult, because we have to look out on this.
And have you spoken to many of the residents?
I have, and I think I have the support of a lot of residents. I haven't spoken to all the residents, but certainly the ones in my own neck of the woods here, most of them would be for me. Now, the other point I'd like to make here, if they're being so bloody biodiverse, as they say, why are they putting down weed killer?
Well,
No, I have bees in my bonnet about this. I think that if the bees are decreasing, they're increasing in my bonnet.
Very good. And have you made any progress? Have you gone to the authorities about this?
I have gone. Now, the only person, everybody has promised to come down here and see it, because you have now come down. But the only other person that has come down is Christy Highland. And I sent him photographs, but the photographs don't show how awful it is. And he walked through it, and his comment was that it was bloody awful and that it was very untidy. The tidy towns, it's been suggested to me that this is due to the tidy towns and some higher up in the tidy towns. Talked to Liam Campion today and he says, no, it isn't. So, but if it was the tidy towns, now the other point I'd make is I was also over in Castlebar, and the the green in the mall in Castlebar is pristine, with a bunch of children out the other day with their teacher enjoying themselves. There isn't a human to be seen. But I'm sure it's full of dog poo because there are dogs going through it. Not a human to be seen on that grass.
So what would you like as a solution?
What I would like as a solution, I would like them first of all, just right now, to cut it and put it back into parkland. I then would like a proper discussion about Maureen.
Yes,
Yes,
I don't want to interfere.
You're not interfering because you're on
yeah.
my level.
Big time.
And then I would like to see a proper discussion on biodiversity. I'd like maybe that area over there turned into a biodiverse area.
Yeah, one section of it.
A section I'd like
Yeah.
proper planting. This
With the
reflects it.
wildflowers.
Well, not necessarily wildflowers, Maureen. Wildflowers are easy to say, but you actually have to maintain them. But you could have a section of the grass with wildflowers, and then you need the proper kind of trees and shrubs if you're going to encourage
That
bees.
attracts the bees.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
So-
is Maureen Byrne, and she's equally annoyed. As
Well
I
known
am.
to everybody in Westport.
Same as yourself, Doctor. Yes, and the kiddies were out there playing the other day,
They give up.
and my grandkids were down, 2 lads, and why can't we play with the ball anymore?
Is that if you're driving, there is urban, there is suburban, and there is rural. Now, if you're driving in from the Castlebar Road, you will find that the edges are maintained. They're not cut to Wimbledon lawn standards, but they are cut back. Now that's suburban to me. And you come into an area that is purely urban, and it's like a wilderness. That doesn't make sense. If they were going on about biodiversity, they would actually ask us not to cut our lawns, not to cut our hedges, not to maintain our front gardens. Gardens are there since the beginning of time, practically.
That was a fantastic letter that lady put in the Mayo News.
Did
And
you
it
see Maureen's letter in the Mail News?
No, Maureen.
Byrne. Wait, look
No,
at
it isn't Maureen Byrne. It's a lady down from Hope.
No, not
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She is Maureen Byrne, but she's not you, Maureen.
Really,
She
Maureen
is Maureen.
Byrne.
She is.
Okay, there
I
you
didn't
go.
know that. Maureen Hughes.
What was her point?
Her
Oh,
point.
you want to read it?
Read it yourself
Darling.
now.
Is it on this week?
In the Mayo
So
News
this
this
week.
week
Oh, I
at
must
the
read
back,
it,
yeah.
comments and
No,
that.
it's in the letters to the editor.
Oh yeah, okay. It's
Okay.
fantastic
Yeah,
letter
yeah.
about Westport. And Westport is now an untidy town, not a tidy town, she said.
Yeah.
And every word she said was true about
Yeah.
no bins on the main streets.
But I think part of the tidy towns thing nowadays is the biodiversity.
It is.
That's part of I don't know. That's
Yeah.
good.
But it's, all of this, it's sensible. Is it even logical? It's correct.
Yeah.